one. So I'm gonna do this live. I might as well, because if you guys are wondering why I do this live sometimes, because it's nice. I'm in the middle of a conversation, think, oh, let me just press record and then fame it later as to why, So because it gets tiring. Talking like it's really tiring. MK year one would be intense, right? So
Marmer. MK year 1 would be intense.
So, like I said, I'm just here discussing about the whole Mortal Kombat thing, but I want to discuss why specifically I'm not a Mortal Kombat creator. And obviously, so one reason that I forget it's in the back of my head, this is the second reason, is Mortal Kombat is hard to get monetized. Like, if you're a Mortal Kombat content creator, it's a bitch. Like, every time I do think about it, I was like, oh, okay, whatever. It's like, ah, fuck, y'all get demonetized like a motherfucker, and I'm not in the mood for that shit. So that's like number two. Reason number two, right? We're getting ahead of ourselves. But that's just a fairly obvious one that scares a lot of future content creators. But I mean, I don't mind censoring stuff or this or that. That would make my job easy. Or just I mean, you kind of have to name it Mortal Kombat. How else are you gonna get anything in the script? I don't know. Maybe I can find a way around it. But reason number one, another reason I would say is that it just never occurred to me. Honestly, it just never really occurred to me to make Mortal Kombat content any way, shape, or form. The only reason I've even considered lately is because apparently the Mortal Kombat content creators are extremely weak. They're like the Halo content creators past the Machinima days or 3 or ODST, where most content creators just speculate and make a bunch of BS and make things drown out for 5 to 10 minutes. Yeah, we don't do that bullshit here. Like, if you guys notice, I actually, this would be an exception. This one I would edit, but not today because I think I'm in a good mood in a zone. I mean, I usually make pauses and all the whatnot. But even with things like this, I tend to try to cut them as short as possible to not waste your fucking time. I don't believe in wasting people's time, even for ads. That's just bullshit. Like, no, I'll keep you running. If you guys really like me, you'll go watch my other content, I'm not here to make 10 videos about the same fucking subject. That's the dumbest shit on earth, right? So know that if you're here for content, you want quality MK content, you'll get it from me if I ever do post it. I just won't post a lot. But yeah, so that's one reason it never really occurred to me. And content, demonetization scary, but the main reason is that I just don't really give a fuck about Mortal Kombat. I've never really cared. Mortal Kombat was one of the games I casually played the most and was most aware of before I got into the fighting game scene. Like it's like Mortal Kombat's like a normal fighting game. Mortal Kombat's the kind of fighting game for people that don't play fighting games, right? Like, I didn't even consider myself a GC or even a fighting game player when I played Mortal Kombat a lot. And even then, for me, peak Mortal Kombat was like Mortal Kombat Armageddon. Forgive the baby noises in the back. And it just hasn't been the same. And I unironically like Mortal Kombat vs. DC, and that is not a good game or fighting game at all. And it does not play like any Mortal Kombat game, like just straight the fuck up. It is wholly unique, and I love that about it, right? It is like the broken, busted bullshit. It is like the MVC of like Mortal Kombat games. That game is stupid, but it's so fun because of it. And yeah, I just don't really care about Mortal Kombat. I'll get into, I guess, another video why I don't really. It's not even just me, but I'll call it like, oh, why the FGC doesn't care about Mortal Kombat. I just haven't cared about it since Armageddon. I felt that was the peak, And if you want my perspective, I just think it's just too stiff. The story I cared for 9, and then I just fell off, and like, yeah, that's all it really is. So that's why you don't really see a lot of content creators. I mean, like I said, I want to get into it because apparently it's pretty good money. I might think about competing in it. Maybe that's a big maybe. Like I said, I'm mildly interested in the one coming up. Like I said, only purely because for my channel, So people want to call me like shallow or hack. It's like, fuck it, dude, acting like other Mortal Kombat. I'm just being straight up with y'all, motherfuckers. Like, I won't do any FGC dojos probably for MK. Like, it's gonna be the most minimum low effort on this channel, but it's still effort nonetheless. And I don't want to put bullshit content. Let that sink in, right? Like, it's not something I'm very passionate about. Or, it's just a whatever project, but I still put an effort, at least in my half-ass project. So know that much if you're looking for Mortal Kombat content. Just know I'm not a Mortal Kombat content creator or player. Like, even if you see me go pro or win money, like, it's a side hustle. I'll literally be like, if someone goes to the mic and it's like, oh man, so how do you feel? I'm like, I just do it because it makes good money. Like, I'll be the most unpassionate Mortal Kombat player you will see live, bro. Like, on God. Like, oh yeah, that's good, man. Like, I'll have fun. I ain't gonna be a dish or whatever, but like, I'm not gonna be hyped for the game whatsoever. I really don't fucking care, Like, outside of it, like, and even when they announce like the guest characters, like, let that sink in. Even when they announce guest characters, like past Jason, like that to me was like peak for me personally. Like, that's to this day one of my favorite fucking guest characters MK's ever had. Like, oh, cool. Never made me want to go out and buy a Mortal Kombat game. Never. And like I said, we'll see how things go. If it goes good for the channel, I'll get it and play it and fuck around. But I just won't take it serious. You know, Street Fighter's the main title in this channel. But yeah, that's it. There's something I want to talk about to you guys. You know, I'm just whatever. Get my thoughts out. So yeah, I don't know how to end this.